Hello everybody, this is Jessica with Stampin' Blessings. Super excited to join you this morning to bring you some ideas. I have one technique, I'll show you 4 cards, and I hope to inspire you to create some cards today for those who are brokenhearted during Christmas. Last year I did a video titled Christmas for the Brokenhearted, and I want to do another one this year again, just to think of those who are not having a good time during Christmas, but that we love so much that we care for them, we pray for them. At the end of this video, I want to bring a word to encourage those who are brokenhearted, and also to inspire those who are card makers to write some words of cheerfulness for them this Christmas. Thank you for joining me. Super excited to share. Let's go to my table and start creating. I found this amount of envelopes that have no cards, and I am pretty sure, my dears, that this was from some sort of kit. It was either a paper pumpkin kit or another kit, and this envelope is 5 inches by 3.5, and I decided to make my cards to fit. So I took some cardstock, and this is a Night of Navy, okay? And I cut this at 4 3/4 by 7. So 4 3/4 by 7. And then I scored at 3.5. Okay, so we are going to make some cards with this, and they're going to be very simple, but I want to show you the technique per se so that you can repeat it afterwards. I will be working with the Night of Navy, but I will show you several other samples that I created with soft suede, pretty peacock, and other colors. I am so excited to share with you. Now, before I go into my card, you see my little mess right here with lots of colors and some papers that are leftovers. I have some past paper pumpkin stamp sets as well that I will be using, and I wanted you to check what I'm going to be doing. Now, before I go into that, let me remind you that tomorrow, December 10th, is the last day to actually join for the paper pumpkin subscription for the month of December. And this kit, Something for Everything, promises to be a perfect one to start the new year. Why? Because it comes with 13 different sentiments as stamps. I can't wait to get them. And also, it comes with full cards, 12 cards that you can create for different things like sympathy cards or get well or graduation, they say birthdays, they say all sorts of things. So I'm really excited about getting this one. And I just wanted to give you a little hint of the colors that we're going to be starting the year with. So we will be receiving that most likely before Christmas, I am hoping. So it would be perfect for a gift. They will start shipping a little bit later than usual. I believe they start shipping between the 12th, 13th, 14th, around there instead of the 11th. So for those who are my subscribers, if you don't see a billing on the 11th right there, just give it a day or two, because they will start shipping a couple of days later. I think it's what I read. So keep an eye on that. But tomorrow is the last day to subscribe. So, and then more news. This is super exciting for everybody, demonstrators and customers alike. December 11th. This is on Wednesday. So tomorrow, Tuesday, December 10th is the last day to join the Paper Pumpkin, and then to receive December. And then December 11th on Wednesday, we actually have a 24-hour in Stampin'Up free shipping. So if you did not know that, it's sort of like our own little promotion right there. Boom, if you need cardstock, if you need papers, and also if you want to get a Paper Pumpkin subscription that is a 3-month, a 6-month, or a 12-month, this is the perfect day to do so on Wednesday, because you don't pay shipping on top of that. You pay for your prepaid code, and you don't pay any shipping. Like usually they bill you like $6.95, even if you pay for that, I believe. So you don't get anything. It's free shipping for anything that you spend more than $50. So super excited. That's my current hostess code, 24FK6C9Z. That's a mega big number right there. But I'm super excited about these 2 promotions, so I wanted to tell you right away. Now, I totally hope that when you did your beautiful kit this month, this one, the winter gifts, you did not throw away the wonderful stencils that came with it. And I'll be totally honest with you. I went to it and I realized I did. I threw them away. But I ordered a bunch of refills because I'm going to be making many, many tags for a project this in the next days. For some gifts that I'll be giving. So I decided to get this stencil and give it a twist. So I will show you what I'm going to do. Let me make some space around here. And I'm going to use this beautiful tree. So I'm going to put my card in there because this card is going to go like this. Okay. Chun chun, chun chun chun. Okay. I'm going to open my paper. And I'm going to be using, let's see, I think this is the best one. I'll be putting this beautiful tree right here in the center of my card. I'm using a little bit of washi tape just to keep things in order. And this is some old Stampin' Up washi tape. Let's see if I can get some more out. I practically have nothing in here anymore. Have mercy, Lord Jesus. But here we go. Yay. I did it. So I'm just going to put it right there to keep it in place. Then I went and found some of my sponges, and I cut this in wedges a long time ago. And I had this one in my little container, and I want to use Whisper White. So I hope that you enjoy this technique. It's super, super cool. I'll show it to you with other colors, but this is the one that I like the most, so I'll show you how to make this one. So I just have that nice stencil right there that comes with the kit when you take all the trees out. If you don't know much about Paper Pumpkin is a kit subscription of mostly cards, but it's all stamping projects, and it comes with everything that you need, and it's absolutely awesome. So there you go. You have my own commercial. I love Paper Pumpkin. So I'm going to start just dabbing around this. And I'm going around these areas first because I want the shape to be very, very nicely seen, okay? I don't necessarily want that circle, so I'm going to stop right there. But if you don't know this, when I joined Stampin' Up, the first event, I'm pretty sure it was the first event I went, or on my starter kit, I actually added this Whisper White craft. Yeah, stamping craft pad, okay? And it's still in the catalog after so many years. I'm going to have 10 years with Stampin' Up next year in March. So I'm super excited about that, isn't it? Well, I'm excited already. I'm celebrating already. I've been 10 years, well, almost 10 years. I just said it, with Stampin' Up, and I love it. And this was one of my first products that I purchased, okay? I don't remember if it was the first class that I went with my current upline and still my upline for almost 10 years, Nancy Payne. I went to one of her clubs. I don't know if it was this one or the watercolor crayons, but either this was in the starter kit or it was on my first order. My upline would be able to tell me because I bought them from her. But look how awesome this starts looking right there, okay? Absolutely great. I love that. And it kind of looks snowy. So I like that on Night of Navy cardstock because it brings it out real cool. Now I'm going to bring some Night of Navy stamping pad right here. And I'm going to bring our wonderful little snowflake that we got in this kit, Winter Gifts. And I want to start stamping. Is this what I did? I think this is what I did. I don't know if this is what I did. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start stamping right here on top of my stencil so that my tree is actually going to look decorated. Okay, even though, there you go. I just really like this because I don't have a stamp of a tree this big, but you can use your stencil to sort of create your own image. And I like that. So I think that's it. I think I'm going to leave it like that, okay? Now, I'm going to put this away and I'm going to take my stencil off here. Let's see. And look how pretty that looks. Isn't that cool? It is so nice. Absolutely love how it looks. Absolutely love how it looks. Now, let me check what I did on my other sample so I don't forget anything because I do that often. Okay, so I decided to put a little bit of color on this. I'm still going to stamp something else in there, but I decided to add a little bit of color, and I'm going to bring some of my, again, these are leftovers. My leftovers from my, I think it's called the plaid something. Yeah, one of those beautiful papers in the catalog that I always forget the names when I'm on camera with you. But let's see. I have this one. I have this one. Oh, I want that side because it has the gold. You see the gold? And I'm going to bring... I could bring the blue, but then you won't be able to really see it. Oh, I like this one. Okay, here comes my cutter. Cha-cha-cha. And I'm going to cut a little piece right here. Actually, I'm going to do... What am I going to do? 1.5 inches right there. Yes, I'll just cut a little bit of it right there. Da-da-da. And we're going to put them right there. So my scissors, it's not going to take long, but I know this is gonna go right there, and I like giving it a little twist right here. I'm gonna cut a diagonal. Okay, and I'm gonna put them right there. So I'll bring my snail adhesive and I'll put the first one. Super simple card, but with a great heart and a great just praying for those that are going through a hard time this season, and thinking of so many that I already know. So that's the first step. Then I'm going to bring some of my sequins, and these are all Stampin' Up sequins. Not Stampin' Up, Paper Pumpkin. Well, it's all the same thing, right? But these came in the Paper Pumpkin kits, so I'm using these ones. And I'm trying to get used to use my little tool here. Really like this pickup tool. Okay, let's see where I'm gonna put this. I think I'll put this one right there. Cha-chang. I am really loving this little thing right here. And before I put the other one, okay, I told you I was gonna use some of my Paper Pumpkins past kits, and this is one that I love, that little love ya. So I'm gonna be using that love ya right there, and I brought my cherry cobbler, and I'm actually going to stamp. Let's see. Ooh, it came off. That is not a good thing. You don't want that to happen in your card, right? Ta-da-da, I need to wash those a bit. I think I'm gonna put the love ya down here. And I'm stamping on top of the white so that I can see it. So it's very subtle, you know. You may not be able to pick it up from far away. But I really like that I can just put a little message to remind them in this Christmas that I love them. Okay. Then I'm going to go to the inside of my card. And I cut a little piece right here that I believe is 4.5 by 3.25. Okay, piece of Whisper White. And I'm going to put it on the inside. And I brought my You've Been on My Mind from Paper Pumpkin as well. This is a perfect time to tell people, hey, I'm thinking of you. I know Christmas is busy. I know Christmas is, oh my dear, absolutely full. But I think it's a perfect time to remind people that you're thinking of them and that you're praying for them. So I love how these stamp sets help us to do that. Okay, I'll put a little bit of glue back here, and I'm not adding too much because I actually want to write inside this card, make it very special. There you go. You've been on my mind. And that is the first card that I wanted to show you. Super simple technique, and most probably you've even done it, but I've been kind of dreaming with that about stenciling and then stamping on the inside with the snowflakes. So I want to show you the different cards that I created with it. This was my first card that I made, and exactly the same one I just showed you. Hey, this looks even more white than this one. I like that. That is really nice. And this was my envelope. I just kind of stamped my beautiful snowflake that came with a Paper Pumpkin kit, so it coordinates with that red. And then I have another card right here, and I did the same thing. I sort of stamped on the envelope, and I did the deer. And in this case, I sponge with cherry cobbler, and I also stamp the little snowflake on top of it. Okay, and I use another one of our past Paper Pumpkin stamp sets, the Hugs from Shelly, May 2019, to send some hugs. You know, this looks Christmassy enough, but they're right there, the hugs, and you've been on my mind as well. So this is another one of the cards I created. I have one more for you. Actually, I have two more. And is this one right here, and it's with the cardinal. I went ahead, and in this case I use soft suede to do the cardinal, and you see here's my stencil. I just put some washi tape around one of the cardinals, and I was careful to go with my soft suede. Actually, I think I used crumb cake. Yep, crumb cake is what I used. And I put a little bit of paper, You're on My Mind, and then on the inside I just put hugs, because I'm sending hugs to people that I love these days. And the last one but not least is this one right here. Again, I put very simple, but these are cards that those envelopes were there not being used, and I wanted to use my envelopes, so I created cards for the envelopes. Does that make sense? And these are the snowflakes, and I used Pretty Peacock cardstock for this one, and the same cherry cobbler and the Whisper White for the snowflakes. So I took my stencils right here, and I just decided to extend my kit a little more, and then on the inside again I use my you've been on my mind. And these are just a few ideas for those that you love and you want to send a little note or give a little something, just reminding them that you're praying for them, that you're sending them peace, that you love them in the midst of anything that they are going through. So I hope you like this idea. It's a super quick idea for this Monday, and most likely my last idea with this particular kit, because the new one will be coming very, very soon. And I hope that you take advantage of it, because it's going to be beautiful. I want to turn my camera around and I want to give you an encouraging word. Let me just read the word, because the season goes so fast, but we need to fix our eyes on what's most important, and that is Jesus. I want to read 1 John chapter 3 verse 8, and I was inspired by yesterday at my church, Word of Life. Pastor Dana preached a sermon called Christmas Crush, and everybody kind of went like, Christmas Crush, what are you talking about? And when she went to the Word and she started preaching, it just makes so much sense. And we need to be reminded, why was Jesus actually sent to earth? To be born on a Christmas evening, we call it evening, I don't know, on a Christmas day. He was born on Christmas day, and bring us so much joy. But check this out. 1 John 3:8 says, the reason the Son of God appeared was to destroy the devil's work. And when she said that, I was like, this is so good. We need to be reminded that Christmas is not all about gifts and family. There was a powerful purpose right there when Jesus came. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But you know what? Jesus came to destroy the works of the devil, not to leave you bound, not to leave you in sadness or depression or hopeless. And I love that Jesus came to give us hope. And she went ahead and she looked for the word destroy in the Greek, which is luo, and I'm just picking it up from her sermon yesterday because I was so blessed. And it means to loose, breaking free, release, removed, unbind, untied, to set free what is bound. And I'm like, love it. Destroy, to crush the works of the devil in the lives of the people. You know what? God loves you and he has good plans for you. So let me read Jeremiah 29:11. And this is one for you, my card makers. You can totally write this verse on the cards of those that you're going to send that are brokenhearted, to remind them that there is hope. Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. And I am very, very sure that many who are brokenhearted during Christmas season, not because Jesus came. They love Jesus. They want to celebrate, but because there's an emptiness, there's a void right there from people that they lost, that separations or just death or anything, sickness that has come and has kind of destroyed the Christmas season. It's not the same. It doesn't feel the same. It's too sad to go through the season without having those that you love. And it may never be the same. But Jeremiah 29:11 says that God still has a plan for you, that God still has hope, and he still has a future, and it's a good future. I believe that the God we serve is a good God, and he has good things in store for you. So I pray that today there's faith in your heart to move one step at a time and keep walking forward. We need you here. We need your smile. We need your blessings. We need you on this earth still. So I bless you with strength for this season, and I bless your heart to be just comforted by the love of the Father. He is the great comforter. I love you, ladies. Thank you for being here. Go share the love of Christ with others and use your talents, your hands, your stamping projects to go bless those who need it the most. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back bringing more ideas. I hope to hear from you below. Thank you so much for joining me here on Facebook during my lives on Mondays with Paper Pumpkin, and also on my YouTube channel. You can go there and subscribe and click the bell and you'll see when I come up. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. Take care.